Hi, this is Céline Lajeunesse, kinesiologist at Cercovie. Welcome to your Move Vitality session. Today, we're lucky enough to be accompanied by Vital Mongeau, who will be doing the more challenging versions of the exercises, and Jeanne d'Arc Couture, who will do the simplified version. If you want a lighter version or are starting for the first time, you can follow Jeanne d'Arc. For the exercises, you'll need a chair, a resistance band, a towel, and water. So without further ado, we're going to work the heart and muscles, and we're going to start with a warm-up. For the warm-up, we're going to start with your feet hip-width apart. We're going to look at the ceiling and the floor while relaxing the shoulders. Stand tall, breathe throughout the movement. Always keep your head up and protect your neck. Avoid hyperextending your neck. This means bringing your head very far back. Now we're going to change the movement. We're going to look to the left and to the right. Always with our shoulders well relaxed, breathing comfortably, contracting our abdominals, and tucking in our belly button. Now we want to walk on the spot, and we're going to rotate our shoulders, one shoulder at a time. We're going to start to rotate the left shoulder towards the front. So roll towards the front, moving the shoulder up and down. The exercise should be light. If you feel any pain during the session, you should decrease the intensity by slowing down and making smaller movements, or just stopping altogether. A few more reps. And the same thing on the other side with your right shoulder. Rotation. Always breathe throughout the movement, march in place, and if you have trouble walking while rotating your shoulders, you can just rotate the shoulders while standing. Over to the other shoulder now, but this time we'll rotate in the other direction, so rotate towards the back. Remember to breathe, big movement, always think big. 3, 2, and 1. On the other side, shoulder rotation, up and down towards the back. Breathe. Let's move on now to a different movement. We want to keep walking like we were, and we're also going to add the arms. Think about being tall and walk for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're going to take a wide step for 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring it back in for 5, 4, 3, 2. And wide 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring it in 5, 4, 3, 2. And wide 4, 3, 2. Perfect. We'll bring our legs together and do the same thing on the other side. Start with the other leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, and wide step. 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring together. 5, 4, 3, 2, and wide step. 4, 3, 2, and together. 4, 3, 2. One last time, wide. 4, 3, 2. Wonderful. For the next movement, which will complete our warm-up, place one foot forward and one foot back. Slightly turn out your back foot, bend the knee of your front leg, and bend the knee at the back. It's the legs that move your body, so you need to think about keeping your upper body straight. And the hands backwards and forwards. Remember to keep your shoulders low. When you do the movement, think about breathing and contracting your abdominals by tucking your belly button in. Open, close. Always remember to breathe throughout. Bring your arms far back. One last time. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Move your foot forward. One foot back. Turn your back foot slightly. Bend the knee of your front leg. And back knee. Contract your abdominals. Open your arms. And close. Feel free to bring the arms far back, but always keep your shoulders low. Think about breathing. Continue with a few more repetitions. It's going well. 2 more. Now we've completed our warm-up and we're going to start the cardiovascular part of the session. We'll start with a simplified version. Heel first. The closer my heel is to my body, the easier the movement's going to be. We're going to extend our arms, keeping our hands at hip height and our shoulders low. If you want to slightly challenge yourself, raise your arms to shoulder height. Everyone ready? Vital, Jeanne d'Arc, let's go! Keep your arms close to your body. Remember to contract your abdominals and keep breathing. The further forward your heel is, the more demanding the work will be. Keep going. It's going well. Now we're going to increase the intensity to challenge ourselves. For the simplified version, follow Jeanne d'Arc, and you can follow Vital for a more challenging version with the arms up. Keep your arms close to your body, breathe. You'll see that with the arms like this, your heart rate will increase. So if it's very difficult for you, do the simplified version with Jeanne d'Arc at shoulder height. Keep going. Remember to breathe. Oh, it's getting warm. Breathe. Now we're going to change our movement. We'll move our toes back and back. I'm going to demonstrate the simplified version with the hands at hip height, the simplified version, and the more challenging version with the hands at shoulder height, keeping the arms close to the body. To increase the intensity and make it even more challenging, bring your foot far back. The further back your foot goes, the harder it gets. Remember to contract your abdominals to protect your back. Breathe, shoulders down, continue. A couple more seconds. We're going to increase the intensity. We're going to reach higher. Jeanne d'Arc now goes to shoulder height, and Vital and I reach up. Remember to keep your shoulders low. The arms are raised and the shoulders are kept low, always with the abdominals contracted. The further you move your foot away, the harder it gets. Let's keep going. Is it getting hot in here? Another 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to follow this up with a step touch. With a step touch, it's open, close, open, close. We'll add the arms. So this is a simplified version. If you want to increase the intensity, you'll bend your knees like Vital and me. And off we go. Breathe, pull, pull. Keeping the belly button pulled in, a nice knee to toe alignment. If you want to increase the intensity, you can bend a little deeper. You can also increase the speed. It's up to you at home if you feel like a higher intensity. Keep going for a few more minutes. Keep going. And one more time. We're going to do the same movement, but this time we're going to take 2 steps to the right. 1, 2, 1 and 2. This is the simplified version. If you feel like increasing the intensity, bend the knees. Are you ready? Bend, bend. And you can take big steps to increase the intensity. And if you're really out of breath, take small steps and don't bend the knees that much. Keep breathing. 2 more times. Back again. 1 more time. And walk in place. Next movement, feet hip width apart. We're going to work the thighs. Position yourself as if you wanted to sit down. Join your hands together, bend your knees, and push your bum backwards. Watch the alignment of knees and toes. Pull up, squeezing the bum. Go down, and up, and down, and up again. Remember to contract your abdominal muscles. Balance the weight of your body under your feet. The heels stay on the ground. And every time you come up, think about exhaling. Another 10 seconds. We'll savor the discomfort in our thighs. Pain should never be felt in the knee joint. Only discomfort in the thigh muscles. If the movement is painful, adjust your posture. Now stay in a half squat. Are you ready? And we go. 30 seconds like this. You'll feel your thighs start to heat up. The important thing is to breathe. Pull in your belly button, keep your back straight, and enjoy the discomfort in your thighs. It burns. If you want to stop, take a break and start again when you're ready. Again, I could spend all day doing this. We won't do that. And release. Now we'll do foot to the front, foot to the front. For the simplified version, we'll put our arms back and keep our feet close to the floor. And for the more difficult version, lift the legs up high. However, we're going to remember to protect our back. We don't want any pain, so we're going to contract our abdominals. Breathe, breathe, pull. You'll see it doesn't take long to get warm. Don't hesitate to towel off or hydrate anytime you need to. And if you can lift your legs a little higher to the ceiling, that's great, but that's not the goal. The goal is to get your heart rate up. If you can't talk, if you can't have a discussion, slow down. You should be able to say a few words. Another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to open the feet hip width apart. You want to bend your knees a little bit, tuck the belly button in, and make fists in front of you. We're going to take quick punches, switching between arms quickly and keeping a slight bend at the elbows. Contract the abdominals to prevent the bum from moving. So we hold tight while maintaining our breathing. You'll feel an increase in your heart rate. Lower your shoulders, breathe. Keep going strong. Make sure your abdominals and hips don't move. Again, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Next, we're going to do cross-country skiing movement, foot to the back and to the back. We'll put the arms out to the same side. The simplified version is at shoulder height. For the more difficult version, put your arms up at ear level. Remember to keep your shoulders low and breathe. The further back your foot is, the harder it will be. Keep thinking about being tall. Only 5 seconds left. And we'll finish with the last exercise in our routine. Feet together, hands together. For the simplified version, bend the knees and open the arms and legs to one side. For the more difficult version, open wide. Open wide. You'll see that this is also an exercise that will increase your heart rate. When you engage the muscles of the thighs, it increases your heart rate. Another 15 seconds. Remember to contract your abdominal muscles. Watch your knee to toe alignment. One more on each side. And that completes our first sequence. Take a sip of water and we will meet up to start again. We're now ready to continue. We'll do all the exercises a second time. Heels forward, heel forward, close to the body. Simplified version, hands at hip height. If you feel like increasing the intensity, you can raise the hands to shoulder height. Continue. Always breathing during the movements. Movements last about 30 seconds. The further away my foot is, the harder I will work. Keep breathing. Remember to keep your back straight. Lower your shoulders. How's that? We're now going to increase the intensity. Jeanne d'Arc is going to bring her hands up to shoulder height, and Vital and I are going to bring our hands to ear level. Continue. You'll notice that when you raise your hands, the heart rate also raises. If it's difficult, bring your hands down to shoulder level, still breathing. The further you move the heel away, the more demanding it will be. So maybe we'll feel a little more tired than we did before. That's normal. You can always adapt your pace. Now we're going to change the movement, and we're going to bring our foot back and back. Arms at hip height for the simplified version. For the more difficult version, hands at shoulder height. Remember to contract your abdominal muscles to protect your back. Keep your back straight. Maintain good breathing. The further back you move your foot, the harder it is. Adapt to your comfort level. We're going to bring the hands higher, up to the sky, up, up. Jeanne d'Arc brings those hands to shoulder height. Keep your shoulders down. Breathing is very important. How's it going? You can take a break at any time, slow down or speed up. It's up to you. We'll now do this following sequence. Open, close, and pull with the hands. Again, that's the simplified version. If you want to increase the intensity, bend the knees. Big movements. Elbows close to the body and shoulders low. How's it going? Is it me or is it hot? Okay. Almost finished this movement. One more time. Now we're going to continue with 2 steps to the right. Here we go, 1 and 2. And we'll add the hands. You can bend the knees to increase the intensity, or the simplified version, Jeanne d'Arc's version. Bend and breathe. The more you bend the knees, the harder it gets. Again. Let's do one more. And come back. We'll continue our movements with our feet hip width apart. Open up the shoulders, bend the knees, bring the bum down, come back up. Watch the alignment of the knees and toes. When you come up, remember to contract the muscles in the bum, the glutes. Always with the belly button in. Make sure that there's no pain in the knees. You should feel a slight discomfort in the thigh muscles. If you feel pain, you can stop and reposition yourself. If the pain is still there, stop the movement. Another 5 seconds. Stay here, still with the bum pointing back and contracting for 30 seconds. Keep the shoulders down. The thighs may be heating up a little. Continue as long as the thighs are able. Watch for pain. We don't want pain, only discomfort. Breathe. Another 10 seconds. 10 seconds of fun. Can you feel it in your thighs, or is it just me? Okay. We're now going to change the movement. Place your foot in front, kick forward. In the simplified version, your feet are close to the floor. In the more difficult version, raise your legs. Remember to enter the belly button, always protect the back. Breathe. With a smile, it's always more pleasant. Keep your shoulders low. Watch your breathing. How's it going? Let's keep going. And one more. Open feet to hip width, bend your knees, tuck in your belly button, quick punches. Always keeping the elbows close to the body. Punch as fast as you can. You'll see when you move your arms quickly, it increases your heart rate. Fast arms. Always keep a slight flexion of your joints. Continue. We're almost finished for this one. And release. Now we go cross-country skiing, foot back and back. And we'll extend the arms on the same side, the simplified version at shoulder height, the difficult version, arms slightly higher. The further back you extend your foot, the more demanding the exercise becomes. You can go faster or slower, it's up to you. Breathe, contract your abdominal muscles. It's going well. And now for a change, the last exercise of the sequence, but not the least. Bring your feet together, knees are bent. For the simplified version, keep your feet to the floor, and the more difficult version, explode to movement. Watch the knee-toe alignment and exhale as you open the movement. You'll feel your heart rate increase. Push towards the sky. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. We've completed our cardiovascular workout. Go take a sip of water, towel off, and when ready, grab a resistance band and a chair. We'll meet again for strength training. So now we're ready to start the strength training with your resistance band. If you don't have a resistance band at home, you can follow along with Jeanne d'Arc for all the exercises, and you'll still work really hard. Place the resistance band under your left foot and distance your right foot towards the back. Make sure you lift the heel of the back foot, bend both knees to come down, and come back up. Now flex at the elbows. Come back down, watch the knees. We don't want them to go past the tip of our toes. Contract the abdominals and make sure the back stays straight. You shouldn't feel any pain during the movement. If you feel pain, adjust your posture. You should only feel discomfort in your thigh muscles. And down. Breathe as you move upwards. Breathe in as you go down. Back up. Are you starting to feel it in your thighs? When you're going down, make sure you're in a straight vertical line. We want to avoid the nose dipping forward. Stay straight. We'll do 2 more. Up. 1 more. We're going to change legs. You'll notice that while Jeanne d'Arc is doing the exercise, she's always supporting herself with a chair. You can do the same. With your right foot on the elastic band and your left foot behind you, lift your back heel. Remember to have a good distance between your legs. Bend at the knees. Down, up, bicep flexion. Again, watch the knee-toe alignment. Come up. Maintain a straight back. Contract your abdominals. And come down. You can see there's an increase in your heart rate. The legs have a large muscle mass that require a lot of oxygen. That's what makes you feel out of breath. 5 more repetitions. Remember to breathe. We're going to do one more. Perfect. We're going to change the movement. Jeanne d'Arc is still going to do the simplified version without the band. Come and hold the back of the chair for support. Leave the end of the resistance band on the floor. I'm going to place both feet on the band. We want a slight resistance from the band. Keep a slight bend in the knees. Make sure you stand tall, tuck in your belly button, lift the foot slightly outward, and come back. Continue this thigh abduction. Come back. You'll feel this on the side of the hip. We're working the small and medium gluteus maximus. Remember to keep your back straight. Do as many as you can. Always remember to breathe. One last one. Release. Now for the other side. We're going to do the same movement. Place the band on the floor. Put both feet together. Noting that the closer the feet are to the handle or the edge of the band, the greater the resistance. Slightly bend the knees. Contract your abdominal muscles and your bum muscles. Lift your legs slightly outward and return. Pay attention to your toes. They should be pointing forward and not to the side. Exhale for 3. Exhale. Come back. Exhale, 5. Remember to always keep a slight bend in your supporting leg. It goes much better with this movement. Remember to keep your posture tall. And now the thigh should be starting to get warm. Last 2. Breathe. One more. And release. We're going to remove the band from under the feet. Come back to this side. We're going to work the muscles in the back, shoulders, and arms. Feet hip width apart. Take the elastic band shoulder width apart. Keep your knees slightly bent. Tuck your belly button in. Pull your hands slightly outward and back. Notice Jeanne d'Arc does this movement without a band, but she too will work these muscles without resistance. Exhale, come back. Very important to keep your shoulders low and contract your abdominal muscles. You can stop at any time if you feel pain. Breathe. And complete 5 more. Breathe. One more. Pull and release. We're done with our resistance band. We'll put on the back of the chair and we'll go work on the abdominals. Take a seat at the edge of the chair. For the simplified version, place your knees at 90 degrees with your feet hip width apart. Cross your hands over your chest and tuck your belly button in. Make a slight backward tilt of the pelvis. Jeanne d'Arc moves slightly backward and holds this posture. For the more challenging version, Vital and I stretch out our legs, tilt our pelvis, and open our right arms and our left arms. You'll feel the muscles in the front working. It's going to be very important to remember to contract your abdominal muscles and to tilt your pelvis back slightly. In other words, I'm pulling my bum in. This will protect your back. If you find this movement painful, adjust your posture or stop the movement. Can you feel it? A few more repetitions. Remember to breathe. You can stop at any time. Do not lean on your back. We could do this all day. Our abdominals would be sore the next day. And 2 more. 1 and 2. That completes our muscular section. Now we're going to stretch. Bum forward on the edge of the chair, knees at 90 degrees, feet firmly on the floor. Take your left hand and place it on your back. Straighten your back, chin tucked in, tilt the head to the right. Take a deep breath in and out by the mouth. A deep inhalation, inflate the rib cage, and exhale, the rib cage deflates. Raise your head and move your shoulder. You've felt the stretch in your neck and shoulder. Let's do the same with your right hand. Place it on your back, stay tall, tuck in your chin, tilt your head to the left. Relax your shoulders, take a deep breath and your rib cage will expand. Exhale by the mouth to empty the lungs. Inhale and exhale. Bring the head back, release the right arm, and move the shoulders. We're going to continue stretching the back. Open your arms and cross your hands reaching far back, as if you're reaching for your shoulder blades. Pull forward to separate the shoulder blades. Round your back. Tuck in the bum, tilt your pelvis and release the head. Inhale, the rib cage expands. Exhale, the rib cage lowers. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to take a deep breath, roll up the back, open the arms, push the hands far, far back, and release. We're now going to stretch the quadriceps. Turn back to this side. For the simplified version, you'll slide your foot backward, keeping your sole on the floor. We're going to do a rear pelvic tilt. Tuck in your bum like you're trying to sit on your tailbone. For the more difficult version, lift the ankle back by grasping inside the shoe or the ankle. Bring the heel towards the bum, and again a rear pelvic tilt. Pull in the bum and feel the stretch at the front of the thigh. We're going to hold this for a few minutes, still breathing. Again, we shouldn't feel any pain, only discomfort. Perfect. We'll do the same exercise on the other side. Slide on the chair, still with one leg on the seat, one leg in the air. The simplified version, slide the foot on the floor, tuck in the bum, a backward tilt of the pelvis to feel that stretch in the thigh. You can do the more difficult version, bring the heel towards the bum, tilt back the pelvis, and breathe. Remember to relax your shoulders. Breathe slowly and deeply. Feel the stretch in the front of the thigh. Let's hold for a few moments. And release. We're going back to the center of the chair, always on the edge of the chair, and we'll complete the last exercise. We're going to put the heel on the floor, toes up, place hands on the knee, back straight, push the bum backward, lower the body slightly to the front to feel the stretch. Shoulders relaxed, chin slightly tucked in. Feel the stretch at the back of the thigh. If you only feel it at the knee, bend the knee slightly and shift slightly forward. Imagine you've got a wooden stick pressing against your spine and the head. Your back is straight, not rounded. Let's move to the other side. Heel on the floor, toes up, lean on the knee, back straight, push out the bum, bend the body towards the front. Shoulders relaxed, chin tucked in, like there's a string pulling up on the top of the head. Breathe. If you feel it too much in the knee, remember to bend the knee and move a little further forward. Always breathing deeply. And release. That completes our Move Vitality session. Congratulations, everyone. thank you Vital and Jeanne d'Arc for working hard with me. I hope you had fun, and I'll see you next time.